Hey everybody, welcome to NIGHTCOOP.
Hey everybody, welcome to NIGHTCOOP.
How are we?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay, man.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I feel like I don't know what's going on. I feel like I didn't really sleep great, and so now I'm kind of feeling a little. I don't know. It's kind of. I'm sure once we get kicking,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll be going.
We
But-
both look like we got cold doing stage crew.
Yeah, we both. Yeah.
Oh, you
Wait.
got something in your tooth. I'm sorry.
Do I?
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. I felt it. I felt
I
it
think
in
it was
there.
pistachio.
Yep. No, I definitely. By the way, I just want you to know that people did comment saying that they liked my sounds to Soupy last episode. Just so you know.
I saw.
You saw?
I saw.
Okay. I just wanted you to know that people liked it. Mm-hmm. So I think it was okay for me to do.
I didn't. Did I say it was not okay for you to do?
You didn't say it was great, though. You didn't say it was great.
Oh no, I think I did tell you to stop.
I think you did.
Sorry.
You made it awkward for me. Like you made me feel like I was overstepping on my own podcast.
Stop it.
No, it's the truth. It's exactly what happened. You made me feel like I was being too much. And it's not that I'm too much. It's that other people are not enough. What?
Nothing.
I'm already annoying you?
We don't. I didn't know I made you feel bad.
Huh?
I didn't mean to.
Well, you didn't make me feel bad.
Oh, I thought
You made me feel awkward.
I didn't know you were crying.
I wasn't crying.
I didn't know.
I mean,
There were tears shed.
I spent 4 hours in the bathtub just
Weeping.
sulking.
She didn't like my noises.
I wore my clothes in the tub. That's how sad I was. Took a bath with all clothes on.
That sounds miserable.
Doesn't
Taking a
that
bath.
sound
I just
awful?
thought of that, the idea of taking a bath with your clothes on.
Oh my God, you come out and your clothes just, everything's all wet and just, no shit. But you know, it's like, because, okay, so you know when you get out of the shower and you don't dry off enough and you try to put pants on and then you're
Yeah.
like wet under your pants?
Yeah.
Awful experience.
Yeah, or when you're like trying to put on your shirt or something, and you're the thing. What's weird is that you're not wet. I'm not wet.
Why am I hot?
Why am I-
I literally.
Why am I trying to get on my shirt and it's like it's sticking in every single? But I'm dry.
act of putting on clothes after you shower is hell on earth. And I don't know why it is, because that should be the routine. You take a shower, then you put your clothes on. But you're putting your clothes on. I never hate my body more than when I'm putting on my clothes after a shower.
I don't understand the logic. If I'm dry, why is it so hard to put on right now?
I don't know.
Somebody explain the science to us, because clearly
I don't think
there's
you're
something-
completely dry. I think your cells, I think your skin cells are
Yeah,
a little
maybe they're-
damp still.
they're still a little damp?
Little damp. Yeah. So then putting on anything just feels like, oh God. Like
It's awful.
that's why the bathrobe is so important, I think.
important. Not just.
Well, it is like a silk bathrobe. You put that on after you shower. It's, you get to walk around a little bit, dry off, no more damp. What am I yelling about?
Do you have a
already?
bathrobe?
Yeah, I got like 3 bathrobes.
You never wear them.
Well, I got the comfy. That's the problem. The comfy is the best invention of all time.
We stand by the comfy.
Yes, it is. If you haven't ordered one, I can't recommend it enough. What, $49.99?
Yeah, something like that on Amazon. Mhm.
On Amazon. It is we live in it. When we're cold or we're just bumming it at home,
It's the uniform.
we're living in that
Yeah,
thing.
yep, that's
if we
right.
didn't do denim, I would see us doing comfies
yeah,
for sure.
Me too.
Should we do the news?
Yeah,
I feel
let's
like
do
we've
it.
really, go ahead.
All right. So, first, this story was just crazy to me, and it's kind of not great, but that's okay.
I don't have a great one either.
Alaska woman
Okay.
pleaded guilty to killing best friend after a man catfished her online and offered to pay her $9 million for the murder videos. And she sent it.
She sent it?
Yes.
Well, first of all, she did it. That's
Yes.
the worst part
That's
of the
the
whole
worst
that
part.
she did it.
But
And then-
yeah, she sent it.
And did he pay her $9 million? Oh, did he pay her $9 million?
No, it was like he catfished her.
So he just wanted her best friend to be murdered.
No, he wanted the proof. So he said, "I'll pay you $9 million for the video proof of it." And she sent it.
No, but did she already want to kill her best friend?
The friend had been dead for like 3 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he hadn't.
She hadn't been like totally guilty yet.
Wow.
Yeah.
What
Isn't
a
that
dumb
crazy?
bitch. That is crazy.
Just sent it.
I'm sure you'll do nothing but good things with this information.
Unbelievable.
What
it's
an
in Alaska.
idiot. What a
Yeah.
monster.
I know. This picture of her doesn't do her justice.
Let me see.
In
Let me
how
see. Get a
insane
little
she
bit of a-
looks. That's not a more current picture.
She's creepy already.
Let me go back to.
That's gnarly. I don't understand though how like you can get away with murder for a long time and then be that good God.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
They always bleach their hair and do something.
Once you look at what this woman actually looks like, other than the picture that they show at the top of the story.
You know, she cut her hair short, bleached
Wait,
it.
is that the same woman?
Or is that the best
or is
friend?
that the best friend that got killed? I think that's the same woman. They just look really different.
Yeah, I think so too.
But, I mean, let me tell you, when I say this person looks like they would do two things: kill somebody and send the video over to somebody who says they will pay them $9 million.
Why does
both of those
every
things.
hardcore murderer these days look like someone that works in a coffee shop on the east side? Why is that? Why is that? Is it that they're going through an identity crisis just like everyone over there?
I know, you got to be careful around those parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. No
That's
good.
gnarly.
No good.
No good.
People are up to no good.
Guys, you can't be out here murdering people. Oh my
This
God.
is like rule number 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. You can't be doing it.
You can't be doing it. Okay, so I have a story that's actually, it's sad, but ends well. A woman who had been abducted nearly a year ago while traveling across the country made a dramatic escape from her kidnapper after she concocted a getaway plan to a New Jersey gas station. So she was kidnapped for a year, and then she realized that this gas station had a deadbolt lock from the inside, and she had been in there with him before. So she fled the house, ran to the gas station. He came in, and she was like, bing! And then he like walked off. And then she was like screaming. She was in like 40-degree weather in a t-shirt, shorts, or whatever.
Oh my God.
I know, but she got away. So, real quick, you might notice a little jump and a skip right there. Because Allie and I, the way our noses are, is if there's something that, if we need a tissue, it is noticeable right away. These noses have done nothing but bad for me, personally, in terms of the angle of the nostrils.
Nothing but bad.
Nothing but bad. I get sinus infections all the time. What is this good for? Just that I can have another hole to breathe out of? I'm so tired of it.
I know. It's like I already got my mouth and my asshole. Why do I need another one?
Let me tell you, the amount I breathe out my butthole. What? Oh my God. Can't believe I said that. Butthole. Asshole is so much better. Can't be saying butthole online.
You cannot be saying butthole. You just can't.
You can't. What am I, 10?
Butthole? Fucking Christ.
Ew!
I know, it's terrible.
Well, no, we were just talking about the success of this woman who ran away, and now all of a sudden we've diverted to this conversation, which is awful. Good God. All right, your next story.
All right, my next story is that an Orange County man who fraudulently obtained $5 million in pandemic relief loans and then spent the money on vacations, luxury sports cars, and his own personal expenses was sentenced to 4.5 years in prison. He's lived in Irvine.
4.5 years, that's not too bad.
No, it's not too bad for all that he stole. But he also has to pay $20,000 in a fine and pay back like beyond the $2.8 million that
I mean, you're going to be paying it off for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
That sucks.
But for a while there, it was wee.
For a while, you know what? For a while, it works.
For a while, it works.
But it all comes out in the wash.
It all comes out in the wash. One day they're gonna get you.
One day they'll get you.
They're gonna get you.
That's the thing. A lot of people are like, "No, I'm so slick. Nobody's ever gonna get me."
They're gonna get you.
They're gonna get you. I don't know why and I don't know how, but they
will.
do. They will. Because there are a lot of bad guys, don't get me wrong, but there are a lot of good guys. Mm-hmm. And that's what people are overwhelmed by lately, is they're like, no, there's so much bad in the world. There are a lot of people trying to fight your ass.
A lot of people trying to get you.
Yep.
And there's also a lot of bad people who are in the good people positions trying to get you.
Yep.
So you got to be careful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to look out.
You got to be careful. Whoever
Sleep
has
with one eye open.
Whoever has the law on their side, you got to look out.
You gotta look out.
Got to look out because that law,
Law, non-negotiable.
non-negotiable, objective law.
Law.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
crazy.
Do your other story.
Oh,
and
my
then
other
we'll dive
story.
into
Okay,
this.
so in Alaska, again, this is an uplifting story. A pig that looked cold got a ride home in an Alaska police cruiser. Okay. They got a call from a pedestrian, a concerned citizen, saying that there was a pig on the side of the road who looked cold. So they came in, they picked it up. The police said that the little guy was quite friendly.
What kind of pig? Just like a regular farm pig?
Just like a regular farm pig. It did have owners, so they were able to identify the owners and return the pig home. And his name was Elvis Bigsley.
Oh. What is with... I just saw this the other day.
I'm seeing this pig. It looks cold. I just love...
I'm seeing this pig. It looks a little cold. Let's give it a ride. Yeah, did you know there are like 2 million hogs that are running wild in the United States?
I bet it.
Where are they?
They're in the middle of nowhere.
They're in the middle of nowhere, but 2 million, that's enough to where you're no longer in the middle of nowhere anymore. I mean...
Because you're in the middle of hogs?
Well, because no, it's just, that's so many hogs that they can't all be in the middle of nowhere anymore.
Sure.
There's too many now.
Well, I mean, there's a good amount in Oklahoma, I'm assuming, a good amount in Texas.
Like Montana, maybe?
Maybe Montana.
I don't know.
But no, I believe this. 2 million seems about right.
Not a pig, a hog.
I hear you.
It's just what I'm saying.
I
It's
hear
just
you.
a little different.
Well, honestly, if you said 2 million pigs were running amok, that would be honestly a little bit more jarring to me because they're not the wild hog.
Well, but here's what's actually crazy is they were saying it's not scary in terms of the pig is going to run and kill your dog or whatever. It's scary because of the illnesses a hog can catch.
Lovely.
Isn't that wild? So contagion. Of course, that's immediately what I think of.
Yeah.
I think we brought it
Kelly
up
and I think about contagion a lot.
all the time. Contagion, Jude Law. But yeah, so they that's what their concern is that these hogs are going to catch some type of virus, bacterial thing, and give it to all of us.
Couldn't you be concerned about that with any type of wild animal? What is it about the hog in
The
particular?
hog?
Or are you saying
Pigs?
that hogs are naturally more dirty, which I think is really rude?
I honestly think they are.
Oh.
Pigs catch things more than other animals.
Pity.
Yeah.
That and chickens, right?
What?
And in chickens.
Yeah, chickens.
Chickens catch things left and freaking right.
Yes, they do. Okay. So, besides the news, we did get a message that I thought we could talk about on here because I'm sure it, So, can you guys talk about how you were able to move to Portland/Vancouver during the pandemic? Did you have to convince one of you guys to do it, or were all of you on board? So, this is in relation, their story is that the person that they're with has never moved out of their hometown and city. So do they,
Yeah.
how do you convince somebody or how do you whatever?
Well, I mean, I think that there was the biggest pull to us all moving was the fact that everything was shut down here.
It was
So
really shut down in LA.
I can imagine that it would be a lot more challenging without a direct purpose to move somebody to a different location.
Yeah.
All three of us were in agreement to move.
We all wanted to save money.
Yeah.
And
Vancouver was cheaper.
LA was scary during lockdown.
Yeah,
LA was,
it was
like
really bad.
I mean, you had the feeling that things were not going to come back to normal.
And we had done it for what? The pandemic up here, down here we did it for what? 8 months? 7, 8 months?
Something like that.
It was enough time where we were like, we really don't know when it's going to come back. So we should head out for a little bit.
Yeah.
It was really, honestly, it was kind of easy because there was really no reason to be here.
We were forced into a decision, I think.
Yeah,
more
yeah,
so.
yeah, we were.
That we might not have made if there were no pandemic, that we would have never moved. Obviously.
Yeah, if Kelly had looked at me and was like, I want to go to Vancouver, Washington, I want to move right now, I mean, that would be a lot harder. I'd be like, no.
Yeah. I think it depends on your jobs. It depends on where you are at currently, what your goal is in life. Is there a certain industry that you want to be in? Probably need a little more information. But let's just say you do a normal day-to-day, you work a normal 9-to-5 job. Both of you do whatever. Convincing someone to leave an area that they've never left before is going to be difficult, but I mean, the number one difficult thing that humans have to do is adapt and change, right? So like convincing the other person like, hey, adapting and changing isn't as scary. You know, if their family is from there, that's challenging.
Yeah. I mean, and then there's also, I have to be honest, there are some people who are not going to leave. They're not going to move. They're just not going to. And you have to decide whether or not you want to continue to put in the effort to get somebody to move with you, or just be like, well, I'm going, and if they stay and want to do like long distance or something, or they, decide to come with me, that's up to them. But I think it's really convincing somebody to move. You do want to be careful with that, because if you do too much convincing and it doesn't go according to plan when you get to where you're going, there will be a lot of resentment if you don't have like a plan in mind, or a direct, as Kelly was saying, like what's the industry? What's the point?
What's the motive?
What's the motive? How long will it take before we see the benefits of that motive? Will it be, oh, I'm moving, there's a job lined up for me right when I get there? Or is it going to be, I'm going to this location and in 10 years we're going to see how it benefited us? Those are the conversations that you have to have. And if the person isn't understanding or down for that, I don't think that there's a lot of changing that mind. And I don't think it's wise to. Because again, like the last thing you want is to spend a ton of money, put a ton of effort into going somewhere, and the person you're with is not 100% supportive of you being there, because it will come out in other ways than just what they say to you. Yeah,
I would do a plan. I would visit that place with the person.
Yeah, definitely visit.
Definitely visit.
Don't pick an apartment and just, go and do the whole trip. If you can afford to do the trip to see what's going on, then you can afford to move there. And until you like do that trip, that first trip, if not, then it's not wise to put all your eggs in one basket and just move like that.
Yeah. So that's really it. I mean, that all being said, we've moved around quite a bit.
Yeah, we have. This has been a very comfortable thing for Kelly and I. We moved a little bit when we were kids, but we also, we went to school in Texas, and then we moved out here after the fact, and, it's been a very easy thing for Kelly and I to move.
But it's not for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So be patient, especially if they haven't moved around a lot. Be patient, be considerate, et cetera, et cetera. That all being said, I cannot recommend moving and get as much as you can out of this life.
Yeah.
So I can't recommend it enough. That all being said, have a plan. That's it.
Yeah, have a plan. And also I would say, be okay with the fact that when you leave an area, there are relationships that you will keep, and there are relationships that you'll want to keep, and they're going to leave anyway. It's going to be done. And that's something that you have to be ready for. And I do wish that I was a little bit more knowledgeable of that when I made certain choices. Not that I regret it by any means, but it is really hard to watch yourself not be able to go and do certain things, because eventually you can't afford the plane ride. You can't afford the expense of being gone from work for 5 days to go home.
Moving and living somewhere else is an investment in yourself.
Yes.
So it is, because you're putting more energy into you.
Yeah.
that is going to take away from these other relationships that you might have been building and whatnot. That all being said, you'll meet new people along the way.
Right, of course. Yeah.
But, you're not going to meet your best friend from high school in Vancouver, Washington.
Right.
It's going to be a different relationship.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, cool. All right. This or that?
Yeah, let's do it.
All righty. So we did cereals this week for our topic.
Sure did.
All right. Frosted Flakes or Berry Berry Kicks?
Berry Berry Kicks.
Really?
Yup. I love Berry Berry Kicks. And I love them even more when they were the shapes of the berries
Yeah,
and
that
then
was
the
fun.
kicks. Plain kicks can kind of eat rocks. Kick rocks?
Kick rocks, eat shit.
Eat shit. Yeah. But Berry Berry Kicks fucking...
Eat rocks. I'll tell you something.
Regular kicks can eat rocks.
Put it in print, bitch.
People would be like, what?
I love Frosted Flakes. I go Frosted Flakes all the way. I'm sorry.
I think Frosted Flakes are just okay, dude.
What?
I'm not even joking. Like, I'm not even joking. I don't like the mascot, and I don't really like Frosted Flakes.
I like Frosted Flakes dry, even. Handfuls?
I could do like a handful, but I'm not eating a bowl of Frosted Flakes.
I just don't really like a berry. Like, I like Berry Berry Kicks, don't get me wrong, but I'm going to go a sugary cereal over a fruity cereal.
I love Berry Berry Kicks.
Okay, I get it.
Okay.
You love Berry Berry Kicks.
Frosted Flakes can fucking eat rocks.
No, dude. You're wrong. Frosted Flakes freaking rip. They're good.
They're fine.
Shut up.
There's nothing excited about them. They're
Literally, shut up.
They're a fucking dusty ass cornflake, bitch.
I am so
Yeah.
disgusted by you right now.
Yeah.
They are not what's your first one? I'm so annoyed right now. Frosted Flakes rip.
They're just okay.
You're just okay.
Rice Krispies or Mini Wheats?
I had the exact
same one.
Yeah. Rice Krispies or Mini Wheats? You know what I go, man.
You go Mini Wheats.
No, dog.
You go Rice Krispies.
I go
Rice Krispies too.
Rice
dude.
Krispies feels safe.
I can eat 10 bowls of Rice Krispies.
Yeah. I'm
and-
eating rice.
Smile.
What happened? What? What's wrong? What happened?
It came back with a vengeance.
The pistachio?
But it was just on the front of your tooth.
Is it gone?
Kelly had something on a pistachio. What pistachio peel? Pistachio
Rind? Cover? Hat.
Whatever the paper is on the inside.
Yeah, gotcha.
It
Paper
was
mache.
Yeah, it was on the front. It was in her tooth, and then right now when she was talking, she smiled.
What's Salt's favorite? What is Salt's favorite art activity? Pepper mache.
When you gotta interrupt the entire conversation because you're like, I gotta get out this joke. What is but pepper has nothing to do with salt.
What do you mean salt and pepper? They go together. You idiot. What? What do you mean no? Peanut butter and jelly.
No, the classic is salt and dill.
I've been putting dill on everything.
Okay. Focus. Rice Krispies.
Or Mini Wheats.
I-
I go Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispies.
You know what? I don't think we can fully complete this conversation until there is a mini wheat treat, like a Rice Krispie treat.
No, they tried that with their fucking cereal bars.
No, the cereal, but they didn't do it with a mini wheat. They did it with
didn't?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yeah, those things. I mean, talk about high fructose corn syrup. Oh my god,
Those things were fucking disgusting. Do you guys remember those? They were the cereal bars. It would be like cereal, and then like what? Icing in the middle, or like a fucking
it was like
cream?
their way of describing it was that it was the milk,
Yeah, that was fucked
hard
up.
milk. Gross. That was fucked up. All right, next
All right.
one.
Yes.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch every day,
Okay.
or apple cinnamon Cheerios once a week.
I do love apple cinnamon Cheerios.
I don't even know if they make them anymore.
They have to.
Do they? Apple cinnamon.
to.
I don't know if I saw them at the store or not. Oh no, they make them. I'm annoying.
Thank God.
They're all over the place.
I do love apple cinnamon Cheerios. I think I'm going to go with those once a week.
Really? Over
I'm gonna-
Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Every day? I'm going to tell you, I don't need to be eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch every day.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But I feel like it's such a good like nighttime snack.
Do I not eat otherwise than apple cinnamon Cheerios once a week? Let's heighten the stakes, sure. Then I go Cinnamon Toast Crunch daily, because at least I'm getting one meal a day.
Yeah.
If
No,
I really
I
haven't-
mean, you eat other things.
Oh.
You just you have to eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch every day, or you have to eat Apple Cinnamon Cheerios once a week.
Apple cinnamon Cheerios once a week.
Really?
Yeah. What do you do? Cinnamon Toast Crunch every day?
Nah, I do Apple Cinnamon Cheerios as well.
My final one also included Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but it was Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Lucky Charms.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Really?
I go cinnamon sugar over most things. Period.
I think I also go Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Lucky
I
Charms.
want to say I would do Lucky Charms because Lucky Charms is, I think, a little bit more exciting in regards to what's in your bowl.
Yeah, but the Lucky Charms milk at the end of it isn't nearly as good as
Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk is elite.
Elite. Yeah. I also don't. I just will never feel comfortable with a blue food.
Because
And
it's not truthful.
it's not
real.
truthful, it's
Even
not
a
real.
blueberry's purple. That's what
Lilac.
they say.
Lilac. Yeah, I don't. No, I can't. There's something about when the milk turns blue that I'm like, I shouldn't be eating this.
That's fair.
Drinking this.
That's
you know?
fair. That's fair.
Yeah. What? And did you have one more or no?
No, there was
That's it.
Because we had one of the same. Let's do one more. Let you name a cereal. I'll name a cereal.
Okay. All right. Got it.
Got it.
Fruity Pebbles.
Corn Pops.
Here's the thing: is that both of them have a weird film after it. I'm gonna go Fruity Pebbles, I think, which is opposite from what I said at the start, which I don't really go a fruity cereal. But Corn Pops, I just can't get behind.
I think I go Corn Pops.
Really?
I know.
There's just nothing worse than a stale corn pop.
Okay, that's fair. That's actually very fair. The second Corn Pops go stale, they are awful.
God, they're
they're
horrible.
They're just terrible. So you know what? Yeah, Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
Fruity Pebbles. I do love Fruity Pebbles, but yeah, after that first bowl, you can't do it like you can do it with Rice Krispies. You just can't.
You know what consistently is in the race but also falls short every single time?
What's that?
Apple Jacks.
I agree. Although they have really good mascots. Apple Jacks,
they got-
the crazy apple, the crazy angry apple, and then the Jamaican
Yeah,
cinnamon
they got
stick.
good. They got good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's good mascots.
Yeah.
They should make a theme park that's mascots of cereals and foods.
I was looking up mascots of cereals about it like a couple of weeks ago, and let me tell you, some of them are not looking too good.
Really?
Some of them are not
They're gonna
attractive
get the boot,
characters.
you think?
Yeah, I think they should.
I think
You know
so,
who
too.
they don't name but should have a name? I do think that, I mean, yes, it's technically a mascot in my opinion, is the sun that's on the Raisin Bran box.
Oh, yeah.
But nobody ever talks about it as a mascot.
Raisin Bran sucks. I'm sorry.
Whoa! No.
Yep.
I love Raisin
Raisin
I
Bran?
love Raisin Bran.
Oh, well,
Love is dramatic.
we should move on to the next topic.
Okay.
I hate Raisin Bran. Alrighty. I have a what the cluck. What do you have?
I have an I've changed.
Go ahead.
Okay. My I've changed is that years ago when I was single, I would do Hinge and I would go on Hinge and I would go on dates and stuff like that. It's true. Now, I don't think I can do it. I do not think I can do it. I literally, the first 2 messages I got from somebody on the fucking app, the first one was, I'm stationed in Hawaii. And the next one was, how fast can you roll a joint? What are we doing?
Which one's worse?
Which one is...
I think the joint one is worse.
I think the joint one is worse too. How
Hawaii's
fast can you roll a joint? Who the fuck? Who gives a shit?
Yeah, what are you?
That's your opening line? How fast can you roll a joint?
What are you,
What are you-
16?
Yeah. What do you still find it illegal? What's going on?
What the fuck? These guys, I it's like, It's like there's this thing right now where men are like these men that are stuck between, being like a teenager and an actual grown adult.
Yeah.
And so they're just trying to find a girl who's like chill and cool. And it's like,
You're not going to find it here.
well, no.
Like,
And it's
I'm
like
not-
a grown woman isn't really chill and cool.
Yeah. A grown woman gives a fuck about herself.
Yeah.
And the last thing she's concerned about, truly, at the end of the day, is how fast she can roll a joint. Because a grown woman, number one, isn't rolling her own weed or buying her own weed. Those two things are not fucking happening. Get real.
Get real. Oh my God. Yeah. I just,
And I know that some people might be like, well, I roll my joint. Good for you. Fine. Whatever. I don't really give a shit.
I think the point is that a grown woman shouldn't have to buy or roll her or whatever.
Correct.
Yes.
A grown woman shouldn't have to be doing that. That shouldn't be a prerequisite of whether or not you'll date somebody.
What a loser.
What a loser.
Who cares if you...
I know. And then,
Also, no. I don't know how to do it.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know how to do it. I'll never know how to do it.
How about that? It's not even how fast I can do it. I literally don't know how.
I literally don't know how.
It would eventually, I would roll it into like a pile and it would be like a ball. And you would have to light it, and I don't know how you would smoke it.
I've watched people who claim they know how to do it horribly.
Yeah.
So why would I, someone who can't do it, even try?
Why would I try? What's the point?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Also, I think we can agree that the whole stoner movement is very boring. You're boring.
Yeah.
You're boring. Relax. Just
You got your way.
you got your way.
Legal.
Just
Shut
use your
up.
shit and shut up about it. Yeah,
It's not that cool anymore. It's in chocolate. It's like, how cool can it be if you
yeah. It's like when you meet somebody that's our age, 29, and they're like, oh my God, I got so wasted last night. It was crazy.
It's like, it's not crazy. We're all at that point where it's like, yeah, either drinking or you're not. And if you're drinking, some nights you get wasted.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're not bragging about
Yeah,
it.
you're not bragging about it. It's more of a mistake. It's more
Yeah,
of like,
oh man,
God,
I
Jesus.
got to, yeah.
And you keep it to yourself until somebody finally looks at you and goes, "Are you okay?" And you go, "I fucked up. I drank too much." It's literally, that's all.
There's no bragging point.
It's no bragging point. You feel like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry that these are the types of dudes you're dealing with.
Oh yeah. So I would say every other week I delete it.
Yeah. Why keep it?
What's the point?
You're gonna have more luck just walking around.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's gonna have to be an organic move for me.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so too. I
Yeah.
think so too. All right. I have a what the cluck. Okay. Last night, Bruce and I go to a one of our favorite bars in Redondo Beach. Okay, and we ordered the large shrimp cocktail. How do you think a large shrimp cocktail should be presented to you? How do you think?
Oh God, I never order shrimp cocktail.
But if you were to guess,
If I were to guess, a large shrimp cocktail, what would it be? A large cocktail glass with shrimp
Yep.
all around it, with the cocktail sauce in the middle?
in the middle.
That's not a bad guess.
That's not a bad guess.
That's the right guess, right?
It should be.
What happened?
It should
to you?
be.
What happened to you?
They had the shrimp all piled on top of each other, all of them covered in the cocktail sauce.
What?
The cluck. I know.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. And they didn't do it last time.
Did you say something?
No, what do you say? I guess I should have asked.
Weren't you allergic to tomato?
I couldn't have any of it.
You should have said something. I would have said something.
Well, I didn't really know what to say. Like,
You say, "I'm so sorry. I know the last time I had gotten it, and the cocktail sauce came on the side, or maybe I'm mistaken. But I unfortunately I can't eat tomato, and so if you could remake it for me, that'd be great. I
Yeah.
understand if not.
yeah, maybe I should have done that. But my point is that it was disgusting.
Oh no, it
looking.
makes no fucking sense.
Why would you put the cocktail sauce all over the shrimp?
I've never seen
I've
shrimp
never
cocktail
seen that
prepared
done like that.
No.
I know. And it looked like while you were eating it, it looked disgusting.
Yeah, how could it not?
Yeah, it looked really gross.
I mean, it looks like you're eating bloody shrimp.
oh my God.
Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, you did say, yeah, it was disgusting. So then I got the crab cake, which was so good.
Oh, I bet.
You don't want to know what it was about the crab cake that was great there?
What's that?
No bullshit. You cut it open, crab.
crab.
Nothing else in there.
I love that.
Just crab.
I love that.
Just crab cake.
I don't like it when I get a crab cake and I open it up and it's like, this is
Why are there so many bell peppers?
Oh, yeah. Fuck a bell pepper in my crab cake.
Get these peppers out of my crab.
I feel like people use peppers a lot for filler.
They do.
They use peppers a lot.
You know what I think is overrated?
I can't have peppers. It's
and
a nightshade.
I can do it. I can do it, but I do believe it is overrated at the same time. Is a stuffed pepper. I might make them for dinner. A stuffed pepper.
I can't have them.
Well, I gotta make a lot of the stuff today.
You got bell peppers?
I got bell peppers. I got chicken. I got Brussels. I gotta do a lot of meal prep today. Probably gonna have to take a nap before I get started. But
All right.
yeah.
Anyway,
Sorry, this happened to me where I start telling you what's in my fridge. And I sing. Why? Why? Okay. Next topic. We've got beef.
Yeah, we got beef.
I'm singing. I'm on fire.
Oh. What song is that?
I don't know.
I
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, we've got beef.
Yes.
You want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
What is going on with the mall? What is going on with the stores in the mall?
Trash.
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 Why is every shirt the smallest shirt I've ever seen?
Trash.
How is it that I look at these clothes and I go, I'm never going to be comfortable wearing this out? Who is comfortable wearing this? How many Instagram influencers do we have? Because normal people, regular people, I don't see them wearing these clothes.
No.
I don't see. Who's buying it?
Who's buying it?
Everyone I know gets all their shit from thrift stores because the only things that fit are stuff that was made 20 years ago.
It's true. It's true.
Nobody's.
It's honestly, it's just a place, as you and I both know, it's just a place for us to get our steps in.
We get our steps in. We walk around as much as we can. But I mean, it is impossible
Oh, it's impossible.
to find. And I end up going to Marshall's, Nordstrom Rack,
Yeah.
whatever, because they have a bit more normal of clothes. But I'm like, I just got to start ordering online.
Yeah. But you go to the mall and it's like, it's a whole thing. I'm going to try on all the stuff I know is not going, it's not going to fit because the way that it's made is insane.
It's insane.
It's insane. And the way that it's made is stupid. That's why it's not fitting. And I hate when I go into, like, I'm sorry, I know that it's like fast fashion or whatever, but if I've gone into H&M, how many oversized shit are you going to sell?
Why is there an oversized blazer in every color under the sun?
It's literally as though you're like, I don't know how to make clothes that would fit people and look nice, so I'll just make it so big that they think it's a fashion choice.
And unless you weigh 0.5 pounds, you look ridiculous in a big blazer.
Yeah, it makes you look even bigger.
Exactly. I don't know.
I don't get it.
And it's this whole movement of, oh, we're doing plus size. Not really. You're just making these massive clothes.
Yeah, you're putting a sheet on folks. It's what you're doing, and you're saying we're body positive. It's like, no.
Yeah.
You're lazy.
I know. And when we were in there the other day, and then we were in Forever 21 as well, you're walking around and you're like, I don't even, I'm looking at the large and I'm like, this might fit. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I just, the sizing is all fucked.
Yeah.
The sizing makes no sense.
It's just a nightmare.
It's just a nightmare. It's not as safe as it used to be.
No.
No. And now, we went to the mall the other day. We came back and all we got was fake nails.
Fake nails and had a bottle of wine at the Olive Garden.
We used to be where you could have a couple glasses of wine, and then we would shop around, and we would end up buying more because we felt more comfortable spending the money. Allie and I are awful at spending money.
We're terrible at spending money, so we have to have a glass of wine or two before we go and spend money.
Yeah.
Because we're like, we're too tense. We're too tense. We walk around, we're like, I don't need it. I really don't need it. But after a glass of wine, you're like, get it.
Why not?
Go ahead and get it.
Except for the other day. We weren't like
I
that.
know.
We were
like
just
that.
like, no.
Yeah. Couldn't do it.
It sucks.
It does suck.
It's just not, like, I have not left the mall in literally years. with a huge bag.
Oh, yeah.
And feeling successful.
Yeah. No, hasn't happened.
It's such a bummer.
It is.
Maybe I'll order shit online today.
Maybe.
Order shit online today.
Today.
All right, your turn. Sorry.
I have beef with people who act like they don't know any better.
Let's dive in. Because this is where we're about to get heated. Who? Okay. Yeah.
You're almost, let's say you're 30 years old.
Let's say.
If you're fucking up at this point, it is not my job to teach you that you're fucking up. You know you're fucking up, okay? And if you don't know it, then you're not mentally at a point, like, you're not somebody who I really want to be around. Because if you don't understand it, then I don't think it's a good choice to be around you. And if you do understand it and you're actively making those choices, and then you turn around and you act as though you have you're playing victim to the whole thing, that pisses me off.
The veil of innocence.
You're not innocent.
You're not innocent.
You know better.
You're guilty in a court of law between me and you.
You're guilty.
You're done.
I would rather you look at me and say, I know what I'm doing and I know that it's bad. I'm going to continue to do it. I would rather you look at me and say that.
Oh my God, I totally agree with you. I can't stand it when someone continues to fumble and fumble and fumble. And they're like, I can't believe this is happening to me. And it's like, everyone else can.
Everyone else can.
And they're, I'll give you until 27.
Sure.
I'll give you until 27, 28.
Yep.
To really learn life's most valuable lessons.
Yeah.
Okay. But it gets to a point where if I'm the younger one, let's say, in a conversation with somebody, and I've talked to like 36, 37-year-olds where they're telling me things that they're doing that is just so fucking stupid. And I'm like, how are you trying, like, is it not weird to you that you're telling me these things and you're 8 years older than me?
And you're not figuring it out?
Is it weird to you?
Does that not make you feel weird?
And maybe it doesn't. Maybe they're just like, oh, well, Kelly's like really mature for 29. I don't know.
But it is like, it's also one of those things where you hear somebody talking about their choices. They could easily look at you and look at themselves and say, these choices are bad and there's something that I need to work on, and the self-awareness that, like, they need to be a little bit harder on themselves. But the problem is that people don't want to be hard on themselves. People want to be as easy on themselves as humanly possible.
Especially right now where there's this movement of, love yourself more or whatever. Loving yourself is also changing and understanding when you're wrong.
Giving yourself the tough love.
Giving yourself tough love.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Not everything you do is good because you love yourself.
Yeah.
Like I fuck up all the time and I go, I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't have done that.
I mean, you don't think that there's some serial killers who are out there after doing all the deeds that they were doing, they didn't look at themselves and go, I really like who I am?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, all of them love who they are.
Just because you like yourself doesn't mean that you're making good choices.
Yes, exactly. I don't know. And it's very tough right now because no one wants to be judged. And it's like, we're not judging anybody. Judging makes it it seems like we're no, you know what? Fuck you.
No.
We're judging you.
I'm judging you.
I'm
judging you 110%.
Not everybody is going to be at the same caliber of human being that you are. And that sucks. But that is the truth. Some people walk around like a tornado of a fucking mess, and they take in and they take, and you're allowed to judge them and say, I don't want this person to be around me.
You have to judge people in order to make sure that you are hanging around people who will not only help you grow as a person, but will not put you in danger. You have to judge people.
Yep.
Quit fucking bitching about this. Oh, I don't want to be construed as judgmental. Who gives a shit? I would rather be I would rather be confused as judgmental and like a bitch and that type of, than somebody to call me an idiot and for somebody to say, well, that's what they get for hanging around so-and-so. Something like that was bound to happen.
You know what? I would much rather you look at me and go, that is a fucking asshole who is judgmental. She has a type of person she likes to be around and think that I'm a fucking jerk.
Yep.
Than for you to be like, oh, she hangs out with whoever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
absolutely.
you see people, especially in my beautiful industry of stand-up comedy, you see people hang out with people that are not at the same, don't have the same work ethic, they don't have the same values, they don't have the same, et cetera.
They hang out with losers.
And they hang out with losers, and because of that, everyone thinks they're a loser.
That's right.
And it's like, well, they might not be, but they only hang out with people who are shitty, so by default, I guess they're shitty too.
You are going to be judged by the people that you hang around.
Yeah.
People are going to assume that you are similar to them in some degree. And that's just how the world works. I'm sorry if that breaks your heart, but that's just how it is.
Yeah.
So,
and the thing is like, if you want to live a life with colorful, personalities and people that are very different from you, and this doesn't bother you, if what the people around you do doesn't bother you, fine.
Yeah.
You're one of those people.
Sure.
If you're around us and you're making shitty decisions and you're hurting other people with the decisions that you make, it bothers me. It bothers me a lot when people are actively not good people.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, First of all, I don't know how you could do this to other people, but also, when are you about to pull this shit on me?
Yep.
When is this about to happen to me where I need you to come in with compassion and empathy, and then you're like, but what about me and what I want?
Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it pisses me off. It really
Absolutely.
does. Anyway, and how's open mic?
Let's do it.
All right, and we did the human body. You want to go
That's
first?
Right. Sure, I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm really going to have to get into character here.
Okay.
You good?
Yep.
So this is, I'm a talk show host.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Men always want to talk about ass and tits, and you know what really pisses me off? Where is the love for my tibia? Right, ladies? Like, where is the adoration for my humerus? Right, ladies? I don't know about you, but I didn't drink all that milk growing up for no one to compliment my bones. Right, ladies? Like, I could have broken them if I didn't think maybe a man would love me for them one day, right, ladies? Like, I got 24 ribs and I've kept them intact and he's not even mentioning it. Ladies, come on! Ladies, come on! My lumbar vertebrae is still in my back and I can't even get a text back! Right, ladies? Yeah, clap if you love yourself and bone health, ladies!
Yeah, that, interesting.
Really awful.
Oh, truly awful.
Truly terrible.
Awful. I hated her. I hated what she stood for. That was very scary, actually. What were your thoughts?
I hated doing it.
How could you like doing it?
I hated doing it. You know, I thought about continuing it with a bit of somebody calling in and being like, I actually had a man who really liked my bones and he tried to kill me.
I actually had a man who was obsessed with my bones. Anyway,
It got bad.
it got really bad.
I really love your show.
But I love your show so much.
And then I thought that was too dark.
Yeah.
So I said it anyway, just now.
Yeah.
All right, your turn.
I have a poem.
All right.
Would you love me if I had hands made of foil? What if my hips were made of glass? Would you love me if my chin was pointed? What if I had a cardboard box for my ass? If my toes were all different colors, or my eyes looked like they were from a cartoon, would you love me if my hair was fried? Or if instead of a head, it was just a balloon?
I'd love you even if your face was green and your nose was 4 feet long. I'd love you even if your heart was plastic and everything about your body was wrong.
Oh, that's really sweet, Kelly.
I know. Yeah.
I like walk into your room. It's written in crayon for Bruce.
I love you even if your body is wrong.
Eats the crayon.
Nom, 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 nom. Nom, nom.
Okay.
All right. Look,
All right,
hey,
guys.
Thank you guys so much once again for listening to Night Coop. Jeez. Sounds like I'm walking on pebbles. What? All right.
Okay.
You can follow us, Night Coop Podcast. Please give us a 5-star review.
Get it out, Kel. Jesus.
Give us a 5-star review. Come on. I saw Spotify. We have like a 4.8 something. And I was like, who the fuck gave us a
Who's giving us lower than a 5?
I don't know.
On this podcast specifically, we say give us a 5-star review.
We
Who's
said
giving
5
us
stars.
less?
I don't know. So give us a 5-star review.
I mean, sometimes we're a little weak.
It can't all be the best
Can't
episode
all be
you
the
ever
best
heard.
episode ever.
Annoying.
Cannot keep these people happy.
I think it's just people that hate us. I don't think it's anybody that was writing like a 4. You know?
Yeah,
It's got to be someone that...
you're giving me a 1.
Someone giving us a 1 being like,
If you're giving me
I
a 1,
hate the way these women are alive.
These girls, they're actually, they laugh and we can't hear them laugh because they're wheezing so hard. 1 star.
1 star. Imagine giving a podcast 1 star.
Imagine putting in the effort to do that.
Couldn't be me.
I would be so nervous that whoever I gave the 1-star review to would be able to see it was me.
Would find out.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, give us a 5-star review or don't, I guess.
Or don't.
You can follow us at I am Allie Ryan.
This is Kelly Ryan.
And thank you so much for listening. We'll be back next week.
Oh, by the way, send us ideas for what you want for merch. I got a lovely message from somebody saying that their family does some merch type stuff. Maybe we'll work with it. Who knows? Point is, we're going to be making merch. So if you want a sweatshirt, tell us sweatshirt. You want a t-shirt, tell us t-shirt. Stickers, whatever.
Don't make us do hats. I really don't want to do hats.
Yeah, we're not going to do hats. So, all righty. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.